You know that feeling, right? You're scrolling an online store and you just instantly know a brand is high quality just from their pictures? That's not an accident. That's the power of a great product photo. Today, we're going to break it all down, piece by piece, and figure out what makes an image not just show a product, but actually sell it. So, what's the secret sauce here? How can one picture of a watch look like something you'd find at a flea market, while another makes you feel like you need that luxury timepiece on your wrist? I'll tell you one thing. It goes way, way deeper than just having a fancy camera. Okay, let's get into it. So first up, we've got to understand the job these photos are doing. Think about it. In e-commerce, you can't pick up the product, you can't feel the weight, you can't see the texture. Your photos have to do all of that heavy lifting. They're basically your digital handshake, your first impression with a new customer. A great product photo is really doing two critical jobs at once. First, it's got to be honest. It has to show the customer exactly what they're getting. That builds trust, and trust means fewer returns. And second, it builds your brand. When every single photo is clean, sharp, and professional, it sends a powerful message. We care about quality, down to the last detail. All right, let's get our hands dirty and talk about the practical side of this. It all starts with the foundation, the right gear and a smart setup. This is the technical bedrock that every single amazing product photo is built on. Now, you might notice something interesting here. There are no brand names on this list. That's because the brand doesn't matter nearly as much as the features. You need manual controls to boss your lighting around, and you absolutely need to be able to shoot in RAW format. Think of RAW as like a digital negative. It captures all the image data, giving you a ton of flexibility when you get to the editing phase. And here is a piece of advice I will stand by forever. Get a tripod. Seriously. It's a non-negotiable. It's the only way to guarantee perfectly sharp photos every single time. And even more important, consistency. If you're shooting a whole catalog of products, a tripod makes sure every single item is framed the exact same way. That's what makes a brand look polished and professional. And your studio doesn't need to be some massive, expensive room. It just has to be a controlled space. Find a clutter-free corner, grab a simple background. A white sweep is perfect. It's just a big piece of paper that curves up to create that seamless infinity look, and make sure your product is stable. A little bit of prep work here saves you hours of headaches in editing later on. Okay, foundation is set. Now let's talk about the soul of the image, light. This, right here, is where the magic happens. Light is the one thing that can take a totally average snapshot and turn it into something that looks like it belongs in a magazine. So you've basically got two choices. Natural light is amazing. It's soft, it's beautiful, and hey, it's free. But it's also a fickle friend. That perfect light from 8 a.m., it's gone by 9. That's why pros almost always turn to artificial light. It gives them the one thing they need more than anything: complete, total control. It's repeatable, it's consistent, and it works day or night. And this quote just says it all. If you mess up the lighting, it doesn't matter how great your camera is or how beautiful your product is, the photo just won't work. Bad lighting creates weird shadows that hide important details, and it can throw off the colors completely, which, leads to unhappy customers. So how do the pros tame the light? Well, they usually use a classic three-point setup. It's pretty simple. The key light is your main light. Think of it like the sun. The fill light is softer, and its job is to fill in the harsh shadows created by the key light. And the backlight comes from behind to create a subtle glow that makes the product literally pop off the background. Together, these three lights work to sculpt your product, giving it shape, depth, and a totally professional look. Okay, so we've got the technical side on lock. Now it's time to switch gears and put on our artist hats. This is all about composition and styling, making deliberate choices about where to place things in the frame to guide the viewer's eye and tell a little story. But first, let's talk about what not to do. Want to know the number one sign of an amateur photo? A busy, cluttered background. Remember, the product is the hero of the story. Don't let a bunch of distracting props in the background steal its spotlight. The goal is to make the product shine, not bury it. So, how do you fix those mistakes? You have to be intentional. Use classic techniques like the rule of thirds. Just imagine a tic-tac-toe board over your image and place your product on one of the lines. It instantly makes the shot more dynamic. And make sure you get a variety of shots. You need that one stunning hero shot, a close-up detail shot to show off craftsmanship, and a lifestyle shot to help the customer imagine it in their own life. It paints a full picture. Now,
We've gone through the whole traditional playbook. But what if you could control every single one of those elements? The lighting, the composition, the background, without ever picking up a camera. We have to talk about the future because it's already here. AI photography is completely changing the game.
And right now, there are two heavyweights in the ring, Midjourney and Nano Banana. Think of Midjourney as the artist. It's incredible for creating dreamy, stylized concepts and mood boards. Nano Banana, on the other hand, is the commercial workhorse. It's built for photorealism, precise control, and this is huge for e-commerce. It's amazing at rendering text accurately inside an image. And this chart right here is the whole ballgame for businesses. If you need your brand name or a bit of marketing copy in your photo, Nano Banana's 94% accuracy is an absolute game changer. It means you can create ads and product shots that are ready to go without spending hours in Photoshop trying to fix weird, garbled text. So really, it just comes down to the right tool for the job. You use Midjourney when you're exploring ideas and trying to find the soul of a campaign. But when you need to create 100 clean, consistent, hyper-realistic product shots for your website, well, that's what Nano Banana was built for. And all of this leaves us with one last massive question. For 100 years, the most important skill for a photographer was their eye, their sense of light, of composition. But as AI becomes the new camera, is the most important skill shifting? Is it now the ability to write the perfect prompt to describe the exact image you see in your head? It's a huge shift in what it even means to be a creator.